What is happening, everyone? It's Ben Vibrant here. I'm just going to go over what an EQ is. I'm not going to go over too much on how you can use it, that'll be in a separate video, but I'm just going to go over what an EQ is in Logic Pro X and exactly why it's important to use during your music production. So you can find the Logic EQ just in the channel here. As you can see, this right here, I was using it earlier, so I've got the in stereo, of course. But you can also find it here, and these are a couple other EQs they offer, but we'll just look at the standard channel EQ. So as we open it up, we see the full frequency range of the human hearing, 20 to 20,000 Hertz, low end here, going all the way up to the high end here. And one of the best things about an EQ is that you can boost and cut certain frequencies. So this is really handy if you're mixing a voice and you want to cut out the low end, or if you're mixing a snare or a hat and you want to boost the high end to make it sound a bit more crisp. So as you can see here, I've got the high end at 8,000 Hertz, and I'm just going to bring it up just to show you how it sounds. As you can see, you can hear the high end is a much more prominent within the mix. Just cut it back a little bit. Now we're going to boost up the mids. As you can see, the mids of the track around 300 to 1000 sound more prominent. We'll just cut that back down again. Now let's bring up the bass. And with an EQ mixing a bass drum, obviously you'll bring up to the low end anyway, so as you can see, it's really handy for mixing purposes. So as well as boosting frequencies, you can also cut them, which is handy as well for mixing. For example, if you have a piano and you want to cut the low end to let the bass cut through while it cuts through the high end, this is really handy. So as you can see, it gives it a sort of filter effect when you cut low frequencies. And we'll just do that at the low end here, and now you can just hear the highs coming through. And I'll just bring up the highs here. So you can see how boosting and cutting certain frequencies on a track would just make the mix sound much cleaner, much nicer, because you're allowing certain frequencies to pass through the mix. And this will also stop the track from sounding muddy. For example, if you have 5 tracks and they're all boosted in the 500 range, like as you can see what I'm doing right now, you can imagine how the track would sound muddy and it wouldn't sound clean. So yeah, boosting and cutting certain frequencies is a really good technique to get into when you're mixing and mastering. And as you can see here, Logic comes with loads of cool little presets. I'm on a dance music type EQ right now for a master, and I'll just turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. Just get it to the drop. As you can see, they boosted it up in the low end a little bit, cut it between 3 to 4K. So yeah, an EQ is really handy to use in mixing, mastering, for music production, because you can play around with certain frequencies and adjust them. And it gives you the opportunity to clean out a mix and just make everything sound crisp, increase certain frequencies, like I said before, hats, snares, basses, just so they sound more prominent in the mix. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and that's just a really simple description of what an EQ can do and why you should use it. And if you like the track, it's called Got Your Number. Big ups to D&BB Records for releasing this one of mine. And don't forget to click the subscribe and like if you want to see more videos about audio engineering.